Good morning, Google Plus and YouTube listeners. Good morning. Welcome to Healing Circle 10 on this beautiful snowy day here in Vermont. And I would like to start off with my little sound toy. I love this toy. Anyway, I would like to welcome you and thank you for joining me. I would like to let everyone know, that on April 18th, I am doing a Reiki Level 1 class. So if anybody in the area, in the Vermont area, that is interested, please give me a call. We still have openings. On May 2nd, I will be at the Hilton in Burlington, Vermont, doing a Mind, Body, Spirit Expo, which is a gifted surprise that just came to me. And that is on May 2nd from 10 to 5 p.m. And then on May 27th, from 6:30 to 9 p.m., I will be holding my I Am class at Moonlight Gifts in Milton. And we have lots of openings still for that. So if you're interested, you can call Michelle Nappy at Moonlight Gifts. Thank you. Or you could always call me too. So let's get going. Well, before we get going, let's invite the Ascended Masters. I would like to invite Kuan Yin, Buddha, Krishna, Jesus, Mary, Moses, Abraham, Saint Germain, White Buffalo, the grandmothers of the Four Directions, and I would like to invite all the angelic realm and the archangels. So we're going to begin by shuffling the cards and seeing what exciting card the divine picks for us this week. So I'll start off with my 3 prayers like I do every week. And remember, this is not religion or about religion. This is about the vibration of the prayer to select the best card for all of us. And in about 25 minutes, we will be taking a short break and bringing on Blog Talk. And that's when everybody can get their water. And if they have a water bottle, they can take the top off their water bottle. And don't have any coffee, tea, or juice or soda sitting next to it, please, because it will get changed also. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women. Blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for our sinners, now and the hour of our death. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women. Blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for our sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women. Blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for our sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. And are we ready to choose the card, Ascended Masters? Yes. Okay. So top card ready. Sobriety. Ooh, isn't that interesting? A clear mind is easily able to focus and concentrate. What a great card, huh? And this is what it looks like. And I'll try and hold it in a way that the glare doesn't get in the way. It's a beautiful card. Sobriety. Having a clear mind makes it easier to focus. Well, I think that goes along with alcohol or drugs or even stress. So many times when we have stress or a lot of things on our minds, we have a hard time being clear-minded. And when we are clear-minded, that is when we receive the clearest divine messages. So we've just come out of this amazing solar eclipse and lunar eclipse full moon last week, and there were a lot of people who were struggling. And me, I did a I wonder what that was about, but that's what I did. And I did some rescues and stuff like that also. So what I have been also working on personally as I promote each week is love and self-love. So there are many times that we do loving things for ourselves and or say nice things about ourselves. But how many times do we really sit with the presence of loving ourselves and with all our consciences, meaning subconscious, unconscious, and conscious selves in our conscious hearts? Because even though our brains do a lot of the thinking for us, our heart is our central brain when it comes to our vibration and when it comes to manifestation. Excuse me. And Chief Crazy Horse is here, but again, we did invite him. And I'm asking him right now, what was it that he wanted? Oh, he wants me to do some drumming. And I don't have my drum with me right now because it's on the first floor of my house. So he's insisting that I get it right now. So let's just take a fast break, and I will be back in probably less than 30 seconds. And welcome back. That didn't take me too long. So I wonder what he's going to have me do. Exciting each week because in the very beginning, I used to plan my shows until the divine came in and suggested to me to stop planning my shows and to let it go with the divine flow. So, Chief Crazy Horse, what would you like me to do? Okay, he wants me to drum for balancing everyone's chakras. So with your permission, and if you don't want to participate, that's okay. We're going to do this now. And I'm holding it this way so that as I drum, the sound goes out to you this way for balancing your chakras. Yes, this is really what he wants me to do. Okay, so we're going to start at the top. So we'll start at your monad. And we're balancing and clearing the monad. Balancing and clearing the ba. Balancing and clearing the crown chakra. chakra. Anybody's feeling any tightness, just let it go. Just let it go. Okay, balancing the heart chakra and clearing it. Balancing and clearing the solar plexus. Balancing and clearing the navel. Balancing and clearing the sacral. Balancing and clearing the root chakra. Anybody who's struggling, just let go. Clearing and balancing the feet chakras. Clearing and balancing the earth star, which is 10 inches below your feet. So let's just wait for a moment and see if he wants me to go over the chakras again. No. Okay. And can I put my drum down now? Yes. Okay. I love that drum. It's my bear drum. Let me turn it over so you can see the other side. Takes 2 years to make a bear drum. And it's for deep, deep, deep healing release. I use it a lot in my healings when I'm doing private healing work. Well, that felt good, huh? And it felt good to get that stuff cleared out. I know it did. So anyway, they want me to suggest for anyone who's open, they're saying it's time to balance our heart soul song. So take your left hand and put it on your navel. Take your right hand and put it on your heart chakra. And we're going to take nice big breaths, 3 big breaths to your ability, of course. Allowing our heart soul song to be balanced. Now let's balance our egos. So we're going to put our left hand on our solar plexus, which is where your diaphragm is. The other hand is going to go behind your head, flat on your head, so that way you're covering the right and left side of your brain. And let's do 3 nice cleansing breaths, balancing the egos. Next step for balancing the egos, thumbs together, covering the 3rd and 4th eyes, pinkies covering the center of the crown, fingers on both sides. Let's take 3 breaths. And they should be balanced now. So that's really good to do every 2 weeks, and it keeps your heart chakra soul song vibrating and emanating to its fullest potential, its highest potential, and doing the ego balancing balances your shadow ego with your divine ego, which makes sense that they suggested that we do this today because of what we've just all been through with the eclipses. So anyway, oops, my sobriety card dropped, and that's probably from the drumming. Let's just fix that. And I had a little experience with Saint Germain this morning. So I'm being told to suggest this to you for anybody who's open. This is one of my many amethysts. I love it. Let me see if I can get it to stand up. I love all the different facets and cuts into it. Anyway, Saint Germain is the carrier of the violet flame and has been also over the last couple of years emanating and carrying the platinum flame, and that is due to all the increases in the vibration of the energies that are coming down to the earth that are divine and helpful for all of humanity to wake up. So anyway, if you're open to this, lay down flat, not now, but later. Take your amethyst if you have one, and if you don't have one, it's okay. But if you want to do this, get yourself an amethyst, and any size works, not too large because you don't want to be in pain. And then lay it right here so that it rests on your 3rd eye and your 4th eye chakra. And what I did also was I put a rose quartz on my heart chakra, because my intentions this morning when I was doing this was to open myself up to more self-love so that I could love everyone else in all of creation more. So, and then invite Saint Germain in to do whatever it is that you are most needing in this moment. So we'll put that over there. Anybody who is struggling with self-love, it's always great to carry a rose quartz. I happen to have one that's an angel. I have some that are hearts. I don't think, is my big heart here? Yep. I have my big heart. Literally too. And I have little ones. So the little ones are the ones that I would place on me because that one is pretty heavy to put on your body. This one I put on my heart chakra this morning while I had the amethyst on my forehead. And it was pretty cool. I felt some really awesome vibrations. Those of you who are out there who are also carriers of the violet flame, I'm one of them, and I know that there's many around the world that are. You might want to take your amethyst and lay with it on your third and fourth eye and ask Saint Germain to give you an upgrade to the platinum fire. So now, those of us that around the world who are carrying the violet flame, it doesn't mean that we're any more special than anybody else. It's just that what we agreed to sign up for with our soul contracts between our souls and the Creator before we incarnated. As I say every week, everybody can channel, everybody can heal, everybody can do anything that's out there holistically. It's just a matter of desire and remembering. I was doing a 9-month intensive Brazilian shaman class many years ago. And on the first day, the shaman Ipu, which is no longer with us, he died about 5-6 years ago, very sweet man with his wife Cleisha, who is an Incan high priestess. Anyway, one of the very first things that he said to us was, "Why are you here? Why are all of you here?" And a few of us raised our hands, and I raised my hand, and he picked me, and I said, "I'm here to remember." Because which was a good answer, because even though we consciously think that we're learning something for the first time, we're really not. We've done it before. We've learned it before. It's in our DNA. And technically, we're taking the class or the workshop to remember what we already know. And we already know this unconsciously and subconsciously, but we need to revisit the class or workshop so that we can remember consciously. So anyway, back to sobriety over there on the card. When we still our minds and we allow all that racing that goes through our minds, you know, that thinking, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? How's that going to work out? How am I going to get there? How am I going to get there? How's it going to work out? All those things that will, when we allow, will race through our heads. What should I do? What should I do? It's practice. It's practice stilling your mind. And sometimes when you say, oh, I should be meditating, and you sit down to meditate, but you're feeling a little fidgety, it's because in that moment, in that time, it's probably not the right time for you to sit down and meditate. So pick a time, allow yourself to be guided when it is best for you to meditate. A lot of times our spirit guides will wake us up in the middle of the night to give us messages and have us meditate. And that's because it's the most quietest time in the 24-hour period, because nobody's going to call you. You're most likely, if you wake up in the middle of the night, not going to go online or go on Facebook. that is the perfect time actually to be still and silent. You've just come out of a sleep, so your mind is not racing with thoughts. It's more still. And when your mind is still with sobriety, then to have clear communication. So in about 1 more minute, we're going to take a break and bring on the Blog Talk listeners. And we love call-ins. We had a great call-in last week. Oh, she was awesome. And I hope she calls back sometime to let us know how it worked out with her car. So if you decide that you would like to call in, the number is 347-989-8446. And we have about 1 more minute, and then we'll go into that short break. It was funny, one time I said commercial break, and I thought, oh, that was really funny, huh? There's that TV programming. I try not to watch too much TV because when they call it TV programming, that's exactly what I think it is. Anyway, I think TV dulls the brain. My son was part of the Walden program in his high school. And I'll tell this very quickly. And one of the things that they did was they spent 24 hours in the auditorium watching television. They had a whole bunch of TVs set up. They could watch whatever they want, but they had to watch TV for 24 hours. Certainly, they could stop to eat and use the bathroom. So then after that, they went in the woods and camped for 24 hours, and then they had to come back to school the following day and record their experiences on both counts. And they all agreed that after 24 hours of television, their brains felt like mush. They felt lazy and bored. After spending 24 hours in the woods, they felt inspired and energized and really good and balanced. So we're going to take a quick break so that everybody can get their water and I can call into Blog Talk, and we will be right back. And remember, don't have your coffee or tea or soda or juice next to your water if you plan on having it charged. We'll be right back. Welcome back. And I'm going to be silent because Blog Talk's going to be coming on any second now. And you won't hear what I'm saying over the announcement of it coming. So we have 15 seconds and counting. I'm going to get my water ready.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Log Talk Radio.
Good morning, Blog Talk listeners, to Healing Circle 10. And we are excited that you're here, whether you're here live or whether you're listening in the archives. Thank you. I want to make a couple announcements. On April 18th, I am teaching a Reiki Level 1 class. So if you're going to be in the Vermont area, or if you are in the Vermont area and would like to take it, we still have some openings. You can give me a call at 802-233-7877. On May 2nd at the Hilton in Burlington, Vermont, I will be doing a Mind, Body, Spirit Expo from 10 to 5 p.m. And I will be doing healings and water blessings and making water for people to drink if that's what they would like. Then on May 27th, excuse me, from 6:30 to 9 p.m., I will be at the Moonlight Gifts in Milton, Vermont, doing an I Am class. And that's really an exciting class because I did that in the Florida Keys this past winter. And it was my first one and first time doing it, and it was very successful. I've heard from a good source down there that people are still talking about it and excited for me to come back again. So if you would all get your water ready, begin and do the water charging. So I'm going to place my hands over the water now. I close my eyes. Purifying the cells of your water. Infusing the cells with what exactly is perfect that you need. And blessings. And it's done, so you can all take a sip. Sorry about that, I got an ice cube in my mouth. And the effects of the water take 0 to 5 minutes to feel. And I actually made water for somebody the other day that had a fever, and a few minutes after they drank the water, their fever was gone. So that was pretty cool. I liked that. So anyway, we're talking about sobriety and we're talking about the heart. So another thing that I would like to share with you is that I started to mention earlier that, you know, we do loving things for ourselves. We may even tell ourselves we love ourselves, and may even do it in the mirror also. I post a lot of mirror videos for myself and for others too. So this is another thing that I've discovered, not personally, but from actually Mark Kahn. I've been watching some of his videos lately and checking his work out because I support everyone who is holistic or not holistic. And my way is not always the way for you. You know, we all have different ways and we all find different methods that work best for us. That's why I say we can all do this. So anyway, if you would like, place your hand over your heart. And if it's easier, close your eyes so that you can be present with your hands on your heart. And say the words, I love you. And you may even want to say your name. I love you, Jean. And I'm only saying my name because I'm holding my heart. You please say your name. And what is the purpose of doing this? Well, excuse me. Our subconscious mind is not used to being loved or receiving love or hearing love. Because many of us, not everybody, but many of us have grown up in situations where maybe they weren't told that the words, I love you. Or maybe they have a misperception of what I love you means. You know, there could be an abusive attachment to it or a neglect attachment to it. So what we want to do is we want to clear and erase that, and we want to program our subconscious mind to accept I love you. So your hands on your heart and saying I love you. And how does that resonate? Now, in the beginning, you might not feel anything, but then the more you do it, the more you will feel the vibration, and your subconscious mind will be programmed for self-love. And we love call-ins at 347-989-8446. Okay, what kind of meditation, excuse me, what kind of meditation would you like us to do for everybody? Removing blocks for allowing themselves to love themselves, the I love me self. Do you want a breathing exercise with that? You want us to drum? Okay. Now, I know what we did before was we cleared and balanced the chakras. So this time they want us to release blocks that prevent us from loving ourselves and being able to place our hands on our hearts and own I love you. To really own it. So let's just do a quick meditation. And we're going to start at the Earth Star, which is 10 inches below your feet. And as you listen to the sound of the drum, with your eyes closed or open, whatever you're comfortable with, allow the drum beats, to penetrate your Earth Star as you breathe. And as you exhale, you let go of all resistances. And they want me to mention this. Let me just stop for a second. They want me to mention that as you're doing this, you are also affecting and healing all your ancestors, all the generations. And that is really yourself, your siblings, your family, your ancestors, all the way back. So, whether you want to or not, it happens. So, let's keep breathing gently, effortlessly. Exhale into the Earth Star. Let go of those blocks. Breathe in, and as you exhale, exhale into your feet chakras. Allow all those blocks that prevent you from saying I love you to yourself release. Just let go with each breath. Let go of the struggle. Excellent. Breathe in and exhale into your root chakra. Let go of all those resistances that prevent you from saying, I love you to yourself. exhale into your sacral. Let go of all the resistance. Breathe in, and as you exhale, exhale into your navel. Let go of all the resistance to the words, I love you, for yourself. Breathe in, exhale into your navel. Surrender all the resistances that prevent you from saying, I love you to yourself and feeling it. Breathe in, exhale into your solar plexus. Let go of all the resistance to I love you to yourself. Breathe in, exhale into your heart chakra. Release all those resistances so that you can really place your hands on your heart and say, I love you, and embrace and receive. Let go and surrender. Breathe in and exhale into your throat chakra. Surrender and clear the way so that when you put your hands on your heart, you can say, I love you. And really feel it and resonate with it. Anybody who's struggling in the throat, just let it go. Just surrender. Breathe in and exhale into the center of your head. Letting go of all the resistance. I love you. Breathe in and exhale into your Ba chakra, 10 inches exactly above your head. This is your all-time, all-space chakra, all incarnations. And allow the resistances from this life and all lifetimes to release. All those lifetimes releasing the lack of I love you. Really releasing it so that you can receive it. In your next breath, breathe in and exhale into your monad, 2 feet above your head. Letting go of all that resistance. The Creator knows your love. You may consciously know your love, but it's time for the subconscious to know. Take a nice big breath. Maybe take a drink of water. Let's try that heart thing again. Placing your hands over your heart chakra. You can say it silently or you can say it verbally. I love you. I hope that felt a lot more vibrating for you after doing the drumming. You know, there's so many times when we forget to really love ourselves. You know, the more you love yourself, the more you can love others. The more you love yourself, the more you can love all of creation. And that puts you in a place of receiving, because the divine has so much abundance to give us, but we need to be in the receiving end of it. And that is also a good practice, besides programming your subconscious, to quiet your mind, because you're focusing on self-love. And more of us need more self-love. How many times do we put everybody ahead of ourselves? And sometimes we need to do that under the circumstances, but we need to love ourselves and put ourselves first so that we can be better at service. I have a friend who's really awesome at loving herself. When she feels that she's tired or she's had enough, she goes. She'll log off her computer. I don't know if she shuts off her phone or not, but, and I totally commend her for that, because she does it without guilt, because she is self-loving herself, even though some people might get annoyed with her. But I don't, because I love it and I support it. I support self-love for everybody. I'm just going to take a quick drink. And we have no call-ins today, but it would be nice if somebody popped in. 347-989-8446. We love call-ins. So I want to remind everybody that I do healings over the phone, over Skype, and in person. I do shamanic healings. I do Reiki. I do Corona Reiki. I also do healings on couples, and that's pretty cool. What I do is I set up 2 tables, And if I happen to be doing this over Skype or the phone, I will have them sit on the couch together. And what we do is we clear away whatever interferences is going on with the husband, whatever interferences is going on with the wife, and or the partner. But the thing is that you have to come from a really sincere, honest place. You have to be honest with yourself and your partner when you want to do that. And then we just reweave the divine love, joy, bliss that you had once shared, and we ignite it. I've had great success with it. I've only had one couple that after a year, or a little more than that, maybe almost 2 years, they decided to separate, okay? And that's possible that that could happen. But you know what? Everybody else, as far as couples that I have done this with, it's been years and years and years, and they're still together. So what I think is that when two people are in a relationship and they're stressed together, regardless of what the subject is, but they sincerely, honestly love each other, and they really want the relationship to work, and they're really willing to put in 100% effort, the healing will last. That doesn't mean that they won't have bumps, because everybody has bumps. But anyway, so couples healings works awesome. And I usually, if I'm doing it in person, I set up 2 tables and I walk in between tables, reweaving. And then after I reweave, that sounds so funny, reweave, I blow divine love seeds into their hearts, and I encase them in an energy heart and fill that. So it's kind of like having the couple inside a heart and filling the heart with divine love seeds. So anyway, I want to remind everybody that I've got some classes coming up. They are posted on my calendar on my website, which is www.geneofdivinehealing.com. I would like to also remind everybody that I've got 3 CDs that are healing CDs. 2 of them are healing CDs. The third one is weaving in the 4 directions, weaving in the 4 sacred colors. And what that is, and actually next week I'll have them physically with me so I can show you. Or you can go to my website and see them, because the front and back photo is on there. What that is helping us reconnect fully and completely with the energies of the earth, the crystal that is in the center of the Mother Earth and the divine realms, so that we are fully present for all our divine experiences, fully present in our bodies. So, because a lot of us think that we need to just go up, okay, to have enlightenment, or to have more ascensions, or to raise our vibration, or to receive more of our gifts waking up, or our DNA waking up. It's also connecting with Mother Earth, because Mother Earth is a living being, and she has a lot of knowledge. She's been here a long time. She gives us so much. So it's really important to connect with the heart and the Mother Crystal inside the center of Mother Earth. And if you ever do that, you'll find it's pretty cool. And if you do decide to do that, also send Mother Earth some love. And how you might do that is you would send a pink love cord with the intentions down to the center of Mother Earth's heart and send her love. I do this a lot in meditation, group meditations, and they really enjoy it. And just send love, send love, send love. And then pause and feel the love come back, because Mother Earth will love you back. She loves to be acknowledged, she loves to be honored, and she loves to love you back. There's that love word again. So, so you have a lot to think about this week and a lot not to think about this week, because so that you can quiet and still your mind when it's the right time for you to meditate. Some people meditate when they're doing the laundry. Some people meditate when they're walking. I do it a variety of ways myself. Sometimes I walk, sometimes I sit silently, and sometimes I will do it while I'm doing the dishes or when I'm driving, but paying attention while I'm driving. I won't allow myself to zone out while I'm driving because it's not safe. So, those classes again, April 18th, Reiki Level 1, May 2nd, from 10 to 5 at the Hilton in Burlington, Mind, Body, Spirit Expo. And it's only $7 to get in. So if you're in the area, you want to do that, you want to check it out. I love Mind, Body, Spirit Expos, and I love doing it. Everybody's usually there with the same intentions, that they're all there to have fun and to help knowledge people, and hope that excuse me, that some people come in with an open heart and are ready to hear what we all have to say. And then again, I'm doing my I Am class on May 27th from 6:30 to 9 p.m. at Moonlight Gifts in Milton. So we don't really have any callers, and we have about a minute and a half
90
left.
seconds.
There's our 90-second warning. So we'll be wrapping things up, and I want to thank all the Blog Talk listeners and those who will be listening later in the archives. Thank you so much for joining us and listening and participating. And thank you for reminding yourself that you are loved and taking the time out to love yourself.
60 seconds.
And I'm just going to do this so that way I have my screen up for saying goodbye to all the Google listeners and YouTube listeners. You can reach all my healing CDs on YouTube. I've got lots of healing CD videos up on YouTube that are healing, all varieties. There's a Valentine's one that is really about opening more to self-love. So, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for participating and allowing yourself to release.
10 seconds.
Thank you for allowing yourself to release those blocks. And I want to remind you all.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
I want to remind you all that you are divine, you are sacred, you are love. You are so worthy to love yourself, and it is not vanity, it's self-love. Namaste, many blessings, aho, and until next week, have a fabulous week. Thank you for joining me. I hope to see you again next week on Healing Circle number 11. Goodbye.